Good morning. Welcome to Eagle Public Library. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's toddler time. Yay! It is time for a fun story time. So at Eagle Public Library, we do our story times right now virtually, and we have them Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. and we have them here on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, Eagle Public Library. So follow us and check it out. And you see some of our fun story times. We also do an extra story time on Thursdays in the evening called Books Before Bed. So you have 6 story times that you can watch here at Eagle Public Library and join in with us. We always have fun. So welcome again to our Tuesday Toddler Time. So happy to have you. My name is Anne. We're going to start with our hello song. Do you guys remember that one? That's the I am here and you are here song. Are you guys ready? Let's see if we remember. Let's see if I remember. Here we go. I am here and you are here and we are all together. I am here and you are here and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna clap my hands. I am here and you are here and we are all together. I am here and you are here and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet. I am here and you are here and we are all together. I am here and you are here and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet. I'm gonna nod my head. I am here and you are here and we are all together. I am here and you are here and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet. I'm gonna nod my head. I'm gonna wiggle my fingers. I am here and you are here and we are all together. I am here and you are here and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet. I'm gonna nod my head. I'm gonna wiggle my fingers. I'm gonna do the boogaloo. I am here and you are here and we are all together. I am here and you are here and we're gonna have some fun. Yay! Good job! I think we remembered the whole thing. That is such a fun song. It gets us ready for a great story time. So you know I like to do a sign language word each story time. And the sign language word today fits with our book, and you're going to see why in just a minute when we do our story. But to do our sign language word, it's kind of cool because it's a combination of sign language letters. Let's see if you can guess this word. So it's also something people text sometimes just with the letters. You'll see what I mean. So the first part of our word is the letter I. So in sign language, to do an I, we close our hand and just put up our pinky, and that is the letter I. And then another part of our sign language sign for today is an L. So here's how we make an L with our pinky or with our pointer and our thumb, and there is our L. And then one more letter that makes up our sign, we combine all these letters to make our sign, is the letter Y. And the sign language letter Y is like this. All the fingers down except pinky and thumb. And that's a Y. So if we combine all those, we have an I, an L, and we have a Y. So when we put them all together, we have the sign language sign for I love you. Is that cool? I love that one. So that's how you can remember it. You've got an I, an L, and a Y all at the same time. And so really it's just those middle 2 fingers down to make the sign for I love you. Good job, you guys. We are going to have some I love you in our story today. So let's go ahead and do our story. This book is called Guess How Much I Love You. Let's find out. It's by Sam McBratney, and this is a pop-up version of that story. So you may have read this story, Guess How Much I Love You, before, but this has pop-up and some movement, and it's really fun. Let's see if we can do this one. Are you ready? Here we go. It says little nut brown hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to big nut brown hare's very long ears. Do you see him holding on to the long ears? He wanted to be sure that big nut brown hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said big nut brown hare. And here's the fun part. Do you see him pulling his ears down to tell him how much he loves him? Is that cute? I love how this slides across and changes the picture. This much, said little nut brown hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Do you see him over here? He is stretching. Big nut brown hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That's a lot, thought little nut brown hare. Now, let's see what happens when big nut brown hare stretches his arms out like little nut brown hare. Ooh, that is a lot. That's a whole lot of love. I love that. So cute. I love you as high as I can reach, said little nut brown hare. I love you high as I can reach, said big nut brown hare. This is very high, thought little nut brown hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then little nut brown hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and he reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes. Let's see what he does. He goes on his hands and up to his feet. And I love how big nut brown hare pops out to watch. That is so cute. And he did. He went all the way up the trunk with his feet. Let's see what he does next. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said big nut brown hare, swinging him up over his head. Whoa! Look at that. I love that. Well, that's really high up. It's almost as high as the top of the tree. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed little nut brown hare, bouncing up and down. Let's see if we can make him bounce up and down. That's on this page. There he is. Do you see him hopping up and down? That is so cute. He says, but I love you as high as I can hop, smiled big nut brown hare, until he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. That's good hopping, thought little nut brown hare. I wish I could hop that high. There's little nut brown hare hopping. Let's watch big nut brown hare and see how he hops. Hop! Oh my gosh! He did almost touch the branch. I think his ears are up in the leaves. That's pretty good. Ooh, this whole page pops out. Can you see that? It's really cute. I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried little nut brown hare. I love you across the river and over the hill, said big nut brown hare. That's very, very far, thought little nut brown hare. He was almost too sleepy to even think anymore. That is a long ways, all the way down the river. Whew. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said big nut brown hare. That is very, very far. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and there he is rocking little nut brown hare to sleep. Could you see big nut brown hare rocking him? I love that flap. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, what a cute story. Big nut brown hare settled little nut brown hare into his bed of leaves. There he is, and kissed him good night. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. Let's see what this one does. Oh, he's kissing him on the head. Is that so cute? There he is. This is such a cute story. If you've read this one before, I love it. And it's so cute with all these pop-ups. Very fun. Guess how much I love you. So good. And now you know how to do sign language for I love you. That one's great. So today our sign language craft, has to do with sign language. I'm so excited about it. This is how you can remember how to say I love you using sign language and not even having to use your mouth. You could just do that. So what you want to do is trace your little one's hands, or even trace your own hand, and let your toddler cut this, or you're going to cut it out, but maybe they can cut it out too if they're a little bit bigger, or maybe if you have those little plastic knife or plastic scissors that toddlers can use, let them try cutting out that shape, or you can cut it for them, and then you're going to color it, and we're just going to take those two fingers and bend them down. You can see how I did that. Just bent them very carefully so they kind of curl. And I cut out a heart shape and glued it over those two fingertips to hold them down to make the I love you sign. And I had some extra paper left over, so I put some more hearts around. But this would be fun to hang up, especially if you've traced your little one's hand or even yours, because it makes a nice big hand. This was mine. And write the word I love you. And you will never forget how to do sign language for I love you. Is that great? So cute. All right, guys, it's time for our goodbye song. And you remember our goodbye song is the fun peanut butter or bread and butter. I always want to say peanut butter, bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Are you guys ready? Let's see if I remember this one. Here we go. So when we do the song, we want to start with some clapping and tapping on your knees or on your lap. And that is our rhythm. So we're going to clap, tap, and then we're going to start our song. Are you ready? Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as high as we can. Goodbye! Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as low as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as fast as we can. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's a hard word to say fast. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as slow as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as quiet as we can. Goodbye. I didn't even hear you. You guys are good and quiet. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as loud as we can. This one's my favorite. Are you ready? Make sure you're not bothering anyone. Let's look around. No one here. Okay, ready? Goodbye! Goodbye, everybody. Thank you again so much for joining us for our Tuesday Toddler Time story time. I love having you, and I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.